Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Expedition 33. We got our boy Gustav looking steezy over here. Anyway, to recap from the last episode, I know it's been a little while since I've uploaded, but anyway, we've got 2 new members to the camp, in which case they are SK as well as Sael. So SK agreed to help us get to the Paintress, which is him right here, and then we got Sael. But that's just for clarity's sake, right? But let's go.
Want to go for a ride? Apparently that was where people went on dates, you know? What do you think happened in those cabins?
No, actually, my guess is this was Expedition 50. You see, they created this giant wheel, and they tried to cross the world.
Okay, Professor.
Mes amis, floor is close. I can feel it.
Come on, you can fly. Can't you get Flora yourself?
Oh no, too much effort.
Too much effort, you say? Are you gonna scrap? Oh, he's scrapping. Yep. Too much effort, my ass. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, buddy.
So, wait. SK is that powerful?
Apparently so. But also lazy.
He like me for real.
All right, let's go.
What a weird creature.
He like me for real. All right, boys. Well, we made it to the, I believe this is called the Rock Wave Cliffs or something like that. Anyway, this is my first time being here, obviously. Wait, can we do anything with these? Nope. Okay, never mind. Never mind, my bad. You know, you just gotta explore sometimes. You gotta figure these things out. And I don't know what the lights mean other than follow. Okay, we throwing stuff now? Okay, all right, bro. All right. Quick little rest. Oh, hold on. Let me grab this. The chroma. Gotta get the chroma, you know what I mean? All right, let me rest. Bang. Now, I sensed that there was gonna be a battle. And guess what? There is. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Let's go ahead and burn him, because that's always the best thing to do, low-key, until it's not. So I'm gonna be sad the day that it changes, right? Because our strategy is basically revolved around essentially burning the target, right? In which case, we've also got Sael here, and I'm still not exactly like sure how to use her yet and utilize her as much as possible, but I'm sure by the end of the video and or the next video, I'll be able to use her more efficiently. So please forgive me for right now not knowing exactly how she works, because the last time I used her was her tutorial, and yeah, I mean, I still wasn't really sure what was going on, to be honest. Like, I know she gets like stacks. Like, for example, when I do this, right, this ability right here, you see that 5 tick right there? That basically gives her more damage the more of those that there are, and she's got several different mechanics that are happening all at the same time. But, you know, if you really want to know, I mean, either play the game yourself or ask me down in the comments and I'll give you a detailed explanation. But for now, we're just going to keep it simple, and we're going to break his defense just like so. Okay, and then, well, I mean, we should probably heal her, right? Yeah, we should do that. We'll go ahead and do this. All right, we have basically no AP, so sick. We're just gonna do this. Just hit him once. All right, ready to parry. 1, 2. Okay, cool. Now, to be fair with you, I personally do not like when the enemies do super delayed attacks, because it's frustrating. It's annoying because I'm always anticipating the attack, and then I'll usually do stuff too early, right? I'll act too early, and it's very annoying. But we're gonna burn him again, get some more burn stacks on him, in which case the burn stacks with characters like this that move quickly, they don't do a lot, but they do a lot. You know what I mean? The reason I say they don't do a lot is because the more stacks of fire we have, the more damage we do, but the quicker they move, the quicker they get rid of the stacks. So I really need to probably up the speed on all of my characters. Only thing is I don't have a whole lot of Pictos to do that. And on top of that, they don't have enough Lumina to really make up for the skills either. Parried. Oh, we missed. I'm talking, bro. That's why. You gotta believe me, bro. That's why we missed. I'm talking. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and burn him again. And that's another thing. We need to figure out something with some of these characters and see if we have a skill where I can strip shields better, because this is ridiculous. I can't stand this whole, oh, I'm gonna shield myself and not take damage for 20 turns. Like, that's awful. We're gonna hit him with this, because then now he's marked, right? And we can basically do more damage in general once they're marked. And I think we can stack, oh, parried. I think we can stack the fact that basically we can do marked and defenseless, or like a defense break. So that'll be 75% more damage to the target, right? Which is good. We love that. We love that so much. Also, I probably should go through my skills for my Lumina and everything from the Pictos. And for those who don't know, the Pictos essentially are quote-unquote runes and or things that you put on your characters that give them a bonus skill plus some stats, and that skill can be learned, right? And essentially, if you go into battle enough times, you can learn that skill permanently, but without the obvious effects of the Pictos itself. So you can have several Pictos put on, or excuse me, up to 3, right? You can do 3 Pictos, and I'm trying to talk and I'm losing characters here, but I'm trying to give you guys an explanation as to how the game actually works and what I've learned up until this point. And we're probably gonna die. This is unfortunate. Let's bring her back, and then now he's gonna move. Awesome. Basically, you want to min-maxing is essentially getting the right skills from different Pictos after using them, and you learn them permanently, and then you're able to put on different stats using different Pictos and getting different skills all at the same time. But there is a point bank, quote unquote, called the Lumina Bank, if you will, which is Lumina is the amount of points that you can use for per skill, right? So each skill has a cost. So let's say if you have life drain on one skill, that's going to be really expensive, and you're going to take up most of your Lumina slots, and then you're going to be using a lot less efficient setups simply because of the amount that you're using for one skill, right? So you kind of want to min-max by picking other skills that you've learned that don't cost a whole lot, and then taking the Pictos and putting those on that then provide some sort of stat buff, as well as the thing that costs a whole lot as far as the skill goes. I hope that all makes sense for the most part. I hope I'm not jumbling my words too much, but that's essentially what it is, right? And I'm sure you guys can imagine what we're going to be able to get later as far as some of the crazy ones, because we're pretty early game still, like early mid game kind of thing, because we're not doing crazy damage, but we're doing a lot more damage than when we first started. And obviously the roles themselves, as far as like where you place your points, I guess you could say, not necessarily rolls, but where you place your points when you level up significantly matters, because it reflects also in your Pictos placement and all that stuff as well. So it's like it gets kind of in depth. Okay, it's got some depth to it. So if that all makes sense, I love you, I appreciate you, and if it doesn't make sense, please just ask me questions and I'll do my best to reiterate anything that I've said here up until this point. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this fight and move on, because you know your boy is tired of talking about this fool right here, and we're done. All right, cool, very good. All right, boys, after moving on to the big bad, or that guy that we just fought, we found this guy, the young boy. It's you. I know you. What do you mean you know us? What you talking about? I've seen you countless times, yet I've never grasped your essence. Whoa, hold on. You are not from here. From here? This place was made to bring joy, not pain. Yet pain is everywhere. Like the creature of darkness at the end of this path. Whoa, okay. But many one of her creations, beautiful in its own way, but deadly, her favorite combination. Okay, what? You mean the paintress? I don't know. I wish I knew. Is it her? It's not like her. She was my best friend, but she outgrew us. She being fake, bro. She had more important things, more important friends. She left us, or she left me behind. The boy has gone silent. Damn, the paintress. She's scandalous, bro. Like, what do you mean she left you behind, bro? Best friends? To then just, I got better friends. Bye. Quick rest. As you already know, we went ahead and upgraded our skills and such as well.
Like old times, eh?
Okay, what is that thing over there? We're gonna have to come back for that. We gotta fight another one of you. Yay! Awesome. Because if I don't, I'm gonna get harassed. And I know that already. Also, what are these things? These things holding the pillars. But we gotta hit them with the defense break, as you know. Okay, should we rush or no? Let's do this. Get the stacks up early. Also, from that last fight that we did, I believe we got this weapon here. The weapon that I have now, I don't believe I had this in the last fight. I don't think so. I'm trying to keep track of everything and remind you guys of like, hey, I got this, and you know, sometimes it becomes a blur, but we have this weapon. And if I had it the last fight, my bad. I just thought I'd point it out. Also, get parried, idiot. Get parried. But this weapon essentially gives me stacks really quickly with this character, so that's why I'm using it. And as you can see, the damage output is kind of nice. Again, if I was already using it, my bad. Like, my bad, OG, my fault. Anyway, we've also, this is something that was new, actually, that I did change within, you know, from fight to fight here. We upgraded Mayel, and she now has a skill that can basically, quote unquote, break the rules and strip shields entirely. Like, it doesn't matter how many they have. Ow, excuse me, don't do that. Yes, okay, parried, nice. We didn't get the actual parry, the counter attack, which is unfortunate. Come on, my boy, yes, okay, bang. Also, we decided to switch up the lineup a little bit. Lune was pissing me off, but you know, whatever. Oh, and we missed. But Gustav isn't doing much better. I'm gonna be honest. He's not built for this right now. We've low-key been neglecting Gustav for the hoes. No, I'm just kidding. For the girls of the group, we've been neglecting Gustav here because he just doesn't do a lot. You know, like he does his thing, and he does his marking shot or whatever. He can heal himself pretty efficiently, but to be fair to be fair, all of the other characters are doing much better stuff than he is. And they all do the same thing that he does. They mark, they do some sort of debuff, they you know, they all work together with synergy. And he is basically become obsolete. Like he's no longer really needed, okay? I'm just gonna be blunt with it. Like Gustav, you know, hey bud, sorry, but we don't use you anymore, and you're just kind of sitting on the back line. However, Sael just took, you know, a big old club to the face, and Gustav didn't. So, you know, it's one of those things. Okay, what do we do here? Let's bring her back, right? Let's bring her back. This is great. This is going awesome. I miss Lune. I miss Lune. At least Lune could do fire damage, right? Like, if she's not even doing a whole lot, because I've been building her with basically like speed and health, right? Vitality. But the reason being for that is because if I have speed and vitality, she's able to cycle her burn or whatever, and she's able to do a lot that way. But this way, as of right now, Gustav does nothing, and I miss her because Gustav is one of the characters where that needs crit and attack power and blah blah blah, and he's meant to break the opponent and do this right here. This right here is what he's meant to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's good damage. 3k, but to be fair, we do more damage with other skills on Sael, so I mean, I don't know. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay. I will say, in the beginning also, in this game, like, I expected the combat to be more complicated in a sense, but I'm glad that it's not, because when you 1, 2, the third one, yep, 3. Okay, the reason why I'm okay with it being simple like this and essentially only having 2 attacks per enemy, because if it got more than that, bro, that would be a bit much. I think, like, it would get to the point where you have to fight 3 or 4 enemies all at the same time, and they all have 3 to 4 moves. Like, I mean, do the math. You know what I mean? They got 3, let's say if they had 4 moves each and you're fighting 4, that's 16 different moves that you have to memorize and be like, oh, I know the timing for this. He's gonna, oh, there's a little wait there. Oh, he's gonna do the thing really quickly here. Like, no, that would be too much. And I mean, even some bosses now, they essentially just go, oh, well, I have a second phase and I'm gonna change my thing going on here. And then they have a completely different moveset, which, guess what? You gotta learn that moveset now. And you sat here and tried to, you spend all this time getting to the second phase just to then, oh, guess what? I gotta learn the second phase now. It's basically like turn-based Dark Souls, which is kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. Okay. All right. 1, please. 2. Okay. All right. We're doing the thing, and I'm surprised that the tide of this battle has shifted, because as you saw, we were leaking a little bit in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. We were leaking a little bit, and we have a lot of sun stacks, and we have no AP. So you know what? We're gonna go into Twilight mode. This might be the wrong thing to do since I don't have any AP, but we're gonna heal her. We're gonna heal her a little bit, and then he's gonna shield himself. You make me sick. All right. Well, we're gonna do this to get rid of his shield, because that's like the only reason that move is useful. Now we're in Twilight, and we have 2 AP, but we can do this though. Bang, and look at that. She's ridiculous. She just did 7,900 damage. Bro, Sael is quite good. No? Hold on, let me look at this real quick. Go ahead and change this. This is what I was talking about with the Picto system and everything. Like, when you look at this, like, you're like, whoa, what's going on? But essentially, you see how the little icon is colored in? The colored in icon means that we've learned this skill, and I'm simply just changing the Pictos because I'm looking at it and going, well, all right, we need speed. It gives us crit rate there and all that stuff, but something might be better suited for her, especially if we can figure something else out, right? Like, don't get me wrong, this is great what we have now, but there might be some other things that we can potentially put on her that someone else has, right? So this one right here, let's say we swap these right here. Go ahead and confirm this. And now you see how it has other stats. We got 26 speed and 9 crit rate. But then we've also got break damage, or increased break damage, 25% as the skill, right? And I don't think we're fully done maxing out this particular Pictos because we've only got half of it lit up, right? The little yellow outline there, right? That's essentially what that is. You have to be in battle 4 times, right? 4 times, and you're able to basically learn that skill. So as long as it's got the full yellow outline and it's colored in, like you see the red one is, you'll see the red and the green. Yeah, as long as it's got that and it's got the full yellow outline, we have completely learned that skill, and we're pretty much rocking and rolling. Now, I don't know if there's anyone else that I can really substitute for some of these other Pictos or anything, because sometimes I just throw them on there just so that we learn them, but that might be not the best way to do things, especially if I'm trying to progress quickly and fight and do all that stuff. And as you see also, the level of the Pictos matters, okay? Like it definitely matters for sure. But overall, oh, also this right here is what I wanted to explain as well, or visually explain. You see how the blue numbers, they all got a cost, right? They all got a large cost or a small cost. That's the Lumina, right? The available Lumina points. And that's how many I have currently right now. I have 19. Right? And so if I were to pick this, like Critical Burn, which is also really good, by the way, I don't know why I didn't have this equipped. Critical Burn is 5 costs, and it took away that many Lumina points. So we only have so many to work with, but with each skill, if you remember, is also associated with a Pictos, right? So if I wanted that particular skill really, really bad, and I was like, you know what? I want that, and I'm willing to make the quote-unquote sacrifice in stats, or sometimes it's even a buff in stats, then I can put that Pictos on versus having to spend my Lumina points, in which case then I can put my Lumina points elsewhere. Okay, I just wanted to make that clear and like give you a visual representation, because some of you are visual learners and I'm okay with that. I'm also a visual learner, but I'm also like an auditorial learner. I use all my senses to learn. You know what I'm saying? I use all my senses. But anyway, I think that's roughly it as far as Lumina and Pictos. I don't think I can really change anything on Lune or anything like that. Let's see. Can we really do anything different? I mean, I'm looking at these while I'm yapping and whatever, but I'm kind of trying to min-max slash like, oh, what is actually good on each character and all that stuff, right? Like I'm trying to be smart with it, but it's explaining at the same time, which is why it's taking me a bit of time to do all of this. Just giving you an explanation, okay? That's why. But I think we got everything, right? Yeah, is that everybody? Yeah, that's everybody. Okay, cool. All right, let's continue. All right, hold on 2 seconds. Where do we go? We go this way, right? No, we gotta find this thing over here. Yeah, what's up, man? Hey. Okay, we go this way, right? Yeah, we push you this way. Okay, yep, push him this way. Yep. Okay, cool. I think we found it. Oh yeah, we did find it. For those of you who don't know, these little guys, essentially, what they do is they go, oh, I'm gonna be out in the battlefield and I'm gonna run from you until you find my little platform, which then you are able to, quote unquote, fight him for some like upgrade materials and such. So I don't know how this one works. Each one has their own gimmick of sorts. Parried. Okay, very good. Parried nerd. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. We can probably do this here. Yep, just burn them. Yep. We did wildfire there. Go ahead and hit his critical spot. Yes, sir. And we've also got marking shot, so that's lit. We love that. Do we do it on him or him? Probably him, eh? Since he summoned help, he probably... Like, that's probably his gimmick more than anything. Yeah, that's probably his gimmick. Because we're doing no damage to him. Okay, sick. Now he spawned in this thing, which I don't like this thing. But that one's gone. We'll burn this one instead of him. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and do this to him. Yep, and now we're in virtuous stance. So now we do a lot more damage. And we can't do anything with her, really. So we're gonna do this just to activate Twilight. Again, please forgive me, I am still learning this character. So if there's any ooh! Never mind. She's no longer being learned. She might be on the bench from now on. Just kidding, she does too much damage. However, I might change her weapon because I'm taking a lot of damage. That is one of the downsides to that weapon, that I take double damage. And as you saw, I got hit one time and basically died. So, you know, we gotta revive her. Parried. And parried. All right, cool. Cool. We got it. He's gone. He's out of here, bro. And she does so much more damage in virtuous stance. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. If you ask me, like, it's kind of ridiculous. So we're gonna defense break him because we're gonna be able to take care of this guy pretty quick. Except we're not, dude. That's so awesome. I love getting stabbed. So sick. Love it. We got more stacks of wildfire. Well, I mean, you know, maybe we could do him. Maybe. No. We'll do the minion, right? We'll do the minion. Oh, parried, nerd, scumbag, and I've never even done this before. Okay, I didn't even know that was one of his attacks. He's just been summoning minions the whole time. But he's gonna leave soon, bro. That's another thing about these characters, or like these little balls with I don't know, bro. I don't know what even to call it. But anyway, the character that we're fighting, or the little enemy that we're fighting, he's gonna run away, right? And again, each one has a gimmick and all that. And this is his gimmick. He summons minions, I would assume, because I haven't been able to hit him without a minion being present. So we're gonna do this again. All right, cool. Now we're able to actually hit him, which is good. Go ahead and go into virtuous stance. Maybe we can do something with her. We've already got 10 stacks. Twilight Slash. Let's do that. Oh, wow. We one-shot him. Okay. Well, that's that. And as you see, we got a bunch of upgrade materials. So, yeah, that was good. Cool. All right, let's go over here, but hold on, don't touch me. Don't do that. Anyway, boys, I think that is going to do it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.